Welcome fellow clashers from all around, or if it's your first time here, thank you for stopping by and watching this video. My name's Infamous9 and today I'm starting a new small series about attacking strategies that I believe are really powerful. For the most part, these strategies are used in a competitive scene, so for example, during a war or when you're pushing for trophies. Whatever the case may be, if well executed, these attacks will definitely bring some exciting results. So before anything, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the progress I've made in my farming episodes by showing how many level 10 walls I have. And as you can see, I have 109, which is almost half of all my walls. That's a lot. But going back to the topic, the first thing I'm going to do is showcase the army composition, give you guys a range of how much each troop you guys should use, because not every attack is set and can vary for each player. And second, I'm going to show you guys a rate of that strategy as an example. So let's get started. For the first strategy, we have LavaLoon or LavaLoon, depending on what you use, but typically you should use anywhere between 22 to 26 balloons, 4 lava hounds because 2 or 3 don't cut it anymore, 0 or 10 minions depending on LavaLoon or LavaLoonian, 3 rage spells, and either 1 lightning or 1 healing, really up to you. But the first example comes from your host Infamous9. Now the first thing I want to say is that at this time I had my dark spell factory upgrading, so I didn't have my poison spell, I couldn't use it, so I brought a lightning instead. So the first thing I did was lure out the clan castle troops. You always want to do that because your balloons need to stay alive for the entire raid. So the first thing I do is lure them all out, and you can see my balloons took out one defensive structure out, and I'm going to lure them out, the remaining troops out with my minions. This is why I bring minions, because the balloons won't always do the job. And once I gather them up, as you guys will see, I will drop my lightning to take out as many of them as I can. And in case that fails, I can always use my queen. But for this attack, I wanted to execute a simultaneously LavaLoonian, meaning that I wanted to spawn both lava hounds and balloons at the same time, as you guys will see. The reason why I did that is because I want to get both air defenses down at the same time. Why? Because if one goes down before the other, the lava hound on top of the air defense that went down will go over to the closest one, which is the one right next to it. And I don't want that. I want them both to go to their corresponding air defenses they are now. That's what I wanted. And I'm saving this last rage spell because I didn't want to drop it in the middle, as I knew that my balloons weren't going to go towards the middle. So for now I'm saving it, and I'm going to use it on the side that has no lava hounds left, which is the right side. And you can just see that the lava hound on the left side exploded, but it doesn't matter anymore because they took out all the defensive structures, and that's pretty much the gonna, I guess, cover this raid up, because there's nothing much left for me to do. Pretty much 3 stars is inevitable now. My queen's gonna go to town for now. She's gonna take out that archer tower, and look at this king, look at him coming closer and closer, ever so close. But psych, get out of here. I use my queen's royal cloak to take him out, and this balloon, at first I was scared because I thought he was gonna take out my queen, but I don't know, man, she just turns on him real quick. Look at that. But that's pretty much it, you guys. It's a really well executed LavaLoonian, and I mean, you guys can always experiment, try different things. It's really up to you guys. It's not always set. But anyways, for the second strategy, we have GoValk. Now some of you guys may have seen this one in my previous episode, but typically take 8 to 12 Valks, 8 to 12 Wizards, 3 Golems with 1 in the clan castle, and 6 to 8 Wall Breakers. And for spells, take 1 healing and either 1 jump and 2 rage, or 2 jump and 1 rage. And hopefully all that shit I just said there made sense, because I was talking pretty fast, I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, this second attack also comes from your host Infamous9. Now real quick, you guys, I don't always want to show my own attacks, but for now no one's really helping me out, so maybe later on someone can, I don't know, share their attacks, give them to me, and I wouldn't mind posting them up. But anyways, let's get back into the attack, and sorry for that lag. So the first thing I did was drop my golems, one to the left, one to the right, basically clear some structures because the wizards were right behind him, and the purpose for that is to funnel them in. So now you can see all my golems are going to work the way towards that air defense up top, and that's what I wanted because my king and my queen are behind him, so all the golems are taking up the heat. And from there, I'm going to want to get them towards those expos, which is why I dropped those 2 jump spells. If I would have just dropped one, my golems would have probably gone off to the side or stayed hitting the wall, because they wouldn't have a direct path to those expos. And I just deployed my Valkyries right behind all my troops, because I want the clan castle troops, the enemy clan castle troops, to target my golems and not my Valkyries, because since they are balloons, they could easily take out my Valkyries. But in this case, they didn't, because they targeted the golems, which was pretty good. But now all my troops are pretty much going to town right now. They're going ham. I know I'm always saying that, but I don't know, I like it. because I mean they are. Look at them, they're going pretty ham. And I know there were giant bombs right there, but the Valkyries do have a lot of health, so giant bombs pretty much don't do any damage at all if they're at full health, which is why I like using this strategy, because I don't have to rely on healing spells too much. Now I'm deploying my Queen's ability, and as we come closer to the end of the raid, that's pretty much it. Pretty much 3 stars, you guys. And while I speed this video up, I just want to say that these attacking strategies don't have to be exactly the way I'm saying them. You guys can experiment, you guys can try different things out. I'm just giving you guys a range of how much each troop you guys should use, because I mean, if you fall within that range, then you should be good. You should basically live up to this attack and perform really well. But I mean, you guys can always experiment on your own. Like say for example, this attacking strategy, even a Town Hall you can use, obviously without the jump, but with more wall breakers. But it doesn't matter. For the final attack, we have GoWiWi. Not a favorite of mine, but nevertheless powerful. We'll basically take anywhere between 12 to 20 wizards, 2 or 3 golems, 5 or 8 wall breakers, and either 5 or 6 witches. Witches are essential for this attack. Obviously, take 1 jump and either 1 healing and 2 rage, or 2 healing and 1 rage. Again, you guys, it's really up to you guys. I'm giving you guys a lot of freedom here. I mean, obviously, you guys don't have to follow the exact numbers. It's basically, I want you guys to make it your own attack. Just experiment and practice, you guys will get it. But this attack actually doesn't come from me, it comes from one of my clan members, Adam. And as you guys can see, he properly funded in all his troops because he basically cleared out many structures off to the side. And once they're in the core, they basically have access to the whole base. And why is that? Because the core is huge. Look at the core. First of all, look at the core. Because of how huge it is, the enemy doesn't really have that many grids. So basically, it's not going to be difficult getting out of the core, which is why this raid worked out in Adam's favor. And the reason why he only brought 1 jump spell, not many wall breakers, is because all he had to do was get over that second layer of wall before he has access to the whole core. But this is going to pretty much do it for this video, you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And again, I know I've only showed 3 attacks, but there's more to come, more powerful ones, I guess. Just stay tuned. And for each attack, for these 3 attacks, I would say that LavaLoon and GoWiWi obviously for Town Hall 9, and GoValk can either be for Town Hall 9 or Town Hall 8. Just work it out. But the last thing I want to say is, don't gem to be good. Just practice.